So when something's whimsical, the more that you define strong staples, it's easier to understand where someone's coming from. So you don't have a therapist saying what you're saying is a stretch and it's esoteric. But the only problem is, and we're so far like close to, in history, close to what we're just figuring out binary is. I said that there's like the internet, and its strongest staples in the internet is being able to handle what is said. The first amendment is so strong is because what God said, his word was first, it was his word, and that was so strong. So it's not that we're equal to God, but like through Jesus, he was like God in the flesh, and so we can be close to Jesus. And so that's why the First Amendment and in the Bible is like saying God's word was the first one. It's something of like pageantry, because when it comes to blue collar and white collar, it's like the communication between the two is like how words are that important. And so the binary with the internet that just got invented, handling the information on there, especially in a vlog format where you're vlogging and you always put up a new one. It isn't like a movie where you drop one movie like once every 5 years. Put up a vlog literally like every other day. I used to do it every day, and I barely made headway, but I think I've hit a plateau with understanding that there's sugar. And so like when Monster Energy drinks, I was flexing this in the store, they make a ingredient of sugar, and I was told that he knows for a fact, this clerk in there, that the sugar in Monster Energy drink isn't special. It's just like any sugar in any other product. But do you know this for a fact? Because the more that you have like these niche products that are like supplements, and these are extracts where there's some good batches and some not, it gets harder to have strong staples on things that are more, as the ecologist said, a quanta social aspect, in lieu of what words are. And so this is the same vein, in lieu of what words are. How is that? So, well, in binary, it's a language of numbers, of zeros and ones, and it, I guess, is trying to coalesce into what a consciousness is, because we can really remember the past, and that's so iconic to what hell is, because once you get there, there's nothing that you can do that can change time. We live in time, and this is what fate is in the future. And so it's nothing to say that there's chances, and there's what gambles are and bad gambles. But in hell, there is like all bets are off the table, and you know for a fact that nothing in time is going to change. But that's relation to product, is that in an ingredient for a product like this, water is its like one major staple. It's huge. And this is going backwards and stuff. Is this what I want to make like sedatives? I don't know what a sedative is, but it sounds like the opposite of a hybrid, which would be a play on. So a sedative is like if you bake something, being able to put the bake in reverse engineering, and take out ingredients. This is why you can't put toothpaste back into the bottle. The aim of sedatives. So in order to make, knowing if the sugar of Monster, going to their headquarters and asking, do they have a special sugar batch where they put stuff in? That makes it sugar different than any other product. And if not, that's a killer epic to have like a sales pitch of this special sugar, because there's always like these coffee beans grown inside the best soil on earth. What if it was the sugar that was made in the best place on earth? Are you making one? And that's really what in time this consumerism, that you can like build a better rocket is what Elon Musk said. So Monster, they make water in a can and it's well water, so that seems like a sedative, prima facie to make a connection to what sugar might be, even though this is zero sugar. Because it used to be some sugars were hard, especially in soda, and that's why I stopped drinking soda. But there's some energy drinks. Oh yeah, and silica makes my face itch. There's silica dioxide and stuff, and it's like quartz, rocks, sand made into salt. The change of this is the key to what sugar, if you're making niche ones for special products that you like to use. If it was a sedative, just have water, that, and their caffeine, and now you can get a cheaper product because that's really all that they're putting inside of the can. Canning. What fills out well is knowing the inside from the outside. And I know this is apparent because something that is a inverse, it could mean both, but you have to define what backwards is first. It's just what makes something unsettling if you've got something that you've consumed and then you want it to be a play on of this. It would be hard pressed to have things that are like wildly grown, like wild coffee beans roasted under heat, versus if you just get something like this. It's the same objective. You're trying to intake caffeine, but with this, in some situations, would be better than coffee because coffee is more robust and it would thereby be harder. So something really easy is to do, and this is what you can build off from, and this is what the guy in ZZ Top said: you can't beat it when it's just something as easy as. And then just adding flair to that is huge. And knowing when to do it is good reading, so it's huge. And so if you can have chip damage, but then have a cancel that cancels, it's a double click. That crossover in meaning clicks, because so many things are situated from switches, and a click of a switch is different than what a cancel is, because cancels are more broad. Playing with a different string sounds better, right? It was the same string.